voters will have their say on a referendum that would raise the one-time transfer tax on properties over $1 million to fund homelessness prevention in the city of Chicago. It's called the Bring Chicago Home referendum. And joining me now to talk a little bit more about this is Doug Schenkelberg. He's the executive director of the Chicago Coalition for the Homeless, and Tainetta Hill Mohammed, an organizer for the Bring Chicago Home ordinance. Welcome to the both of you. I'm glad you're here.
Thanks for
Thank you so much.
This can get a little bit confusing for folks because I feel like there's been all sorts of numbers out there as to how much revenue this would generate. What have you been able to piece together so far?
So based on our analysis of the structure that we're proposing is that it should raise over $100 million a year, every year, to go towards permanent housing and services for people experiencing homelessness in Chicago.
Okay, have you been able to break down how that money would then be used? Would it go to each individual ward? How would they break it down?
So the resolution states that it has to be used for homelessness. It's legally binding that it has to be used to address homelessness, and that the city council will pass an ordinance that will include a community advisory board that will be able to lay out those specific recommendations about the specific allocations of the dollars and how those will be used once the revenue starts coming in.
Okay, so it sounds like they're going to be looking at the need and what areas need it the most.
Exactly.
I want to talk to you because you're on the ground, and what's been the one reaction from folks about the Bring Chicago Home ordinance and how you think it could help?
Well, this demand has been years in the making, and so folks have been overwhelmingly supportive. They've looked at the numbers, they've listened to folks on the ground, and they've said, this is important so we know that homelessness is not just an individual issue, but an issue that exists across the city and affects people systemically. And as a person who is in this campaign, I have a personal story where I've experienced homelessness. As a 20-year-old, I was doubled up. And I felt that experience really impacted the way I engage with the world and my ability to understand what resources were available to me as a student.
So you feel like this would definitely have an impact?
Yes, 100%. From job placement opportunities for helping folks who are escaping domestic violence situations, and even just helping people pay their rent from month to month.
Okay. A couple of weeks ago, we had somebody here from the Illinois Realtors Association, right, talking about why they oppose it, why they don't think it's a good idea. So I want to go through some of the points that he mentioned, and I want you to respond to them. So one of the things that he brought up is that this is an unreliable tax, meaning that the revenue that you get from it will shift from year to year. Your response to that is what?
Well, I appreciate that they're so concerned that we're not going to have enough money to address homelessness in the city. There's time-tested tools that the city government has to deal with revenue fluctuation. Most resources that come in through the city have some type of fluctuation in them. And any dollar that we get, be it $100 million, $150 million each year, is more money than we have right now to address the issue. So we're ready to take on that small fluctuation that might happen.
Do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I totally believe that the city of Chicago is going to see this vote on March 19th, a yes vote, impact people's ability to have access to the services that they need.
Another thing that he brought up is that because the tax increases for properties over $1 million, right, that you're going to see commercial corridors or commercial properties being hit the worst or feeling it the most, right? Your response to that is what?
So high-end properties have the ability to withstand a slight increase in the tax, or the tax increase that we're looking at is similar to peer cities throughout the nation. Similar to Philadelphia, San Francisco, LA, New York, all have transfer taxes that are equal, if not higher, than what we're being proposed. And they still have thriving economies, and we will as well.
And what he argued was that it doesn't always work in those cities.
Well, when you look at the long-term agenda and long-term impact, we see that building permits continue to rise. We see that home sales continue to rise. We see that as long as you look at the long-term impacts, you see no measurable impact on the economy, and that you have resources to address homelessness, which is what's important.
All right, two sides to this story, of course. Thank you to Doug and Tainetta. If you would like to find out a little bit more, you can check out our website, WGNTV.com. We will have a link to obviously this interview and the interview that we did with the Illinois Realtors Association. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.